Well, the frequency's not in use. I've been listening for a little while. This is Kilo 4 Pop Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. I know there's no emergency traffic, or you'd already be on here. But if there is emergency traffic, I'd call 911 first. You would. I mean, well, I would too. But then you can call us if you have to, and we'll help you out in any way that we're able. Obviously, we're supposed to be communicators. Net may be broken at any time for an emergency. For information on this net, you can go to YouTube right now and put my call, K4PEW, into the search block, and you'll be able to see the meter, my SWR/power meter, signal strength meter there on the screen, and get a handle on how well your signal compares to others. You can also listen to other stations that you might not normally hear. And you can also listen to that later. You can listen to the recording and listen to how you sound on the air. Some people, I don't like to listen to myself. Yeah, I just don't like to listen to myself. So I don't do that too often. You can also go to 146.415.net and find out some information on Simplex. If you're new to that part of the hobby, it should be interesting. You can also go to groups.io and sign up for our email system, a reminder system. It's not really an email system, it's a reminder system. You can also post questions, technical questions, equipment questions, anything ham related. Let's keep it to that. We don't need the marriage questions and those kind of things. Although you could if you had to. Nobody else to talk to, I guess. You can also go to, anyway, it's groups.io. You can put MJSS, Mike and Juliet, Sierra, and put that in the search block, and it'll bring up the Mount Juliet Simplex Society. That's where it also has the net schedule there. You can also go to write me an email if you don't understand any of what I just said, and go to K4PEW@ARRL.net. Net normally meets at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night, and we start on 2 meters tonight on 146.415 where you are right now. And we're moving on after that to 144.240 upper sideband, and then onward to 50.135 on 6 meters, and then on to 223.415 on the FM. So you're new to it, just hang in there. You might not have everything, but we do appreciate anybody who checks in. As far as announcements, we had a good time at the breakfast this morning over at Shoney's in Lebanon, and we haven't been there in a couple of years, but we were there because we were all on our way over to the Ham Fest at Cedars of Lebanon, which was a good time. A little smaller than I expected it to be. It must be seeming now it was too hot. Everybody's all ham fested out or whatever, but just wasn't as busy as I thought it would be normally. Do we have any other announcements? I'm not hearing any announcements. I don't know of any right off the top of my head, but like I said, we had a great breakfast. We went to the Ham Fest. I don't think of any other announcements. I'm waiting. Anybody else got anything? Well, very good. This is net number 928, starting from the north. And we'll be taking check-ins from short on time, mobile, or first-time check-ins. Please come now.
Kilo 4, Victor.
Okay, I got 2 in there. Kilo 4, WKU. I heard you in there, Steve, and I heard K4, Victor Alpha. How are you doing tonight?
Doing good. Enjoyed the Ham Fest at Cedars this morning, and spent a little bit of money before I got there, so it was well worth it.
Oh yeah, it wasn't much going on there though. It wasn't as busy as I expected it to be.
No, definitely not. It definitely got smaller. I think the heat might have had a lot to do with it. Kind of scared some of them off.
You may be right. Yeah, I wrote down your call wrong. It's not Kilo 4 Victor Alpha. What is it?
It's Kilo 4 Victor Alpha.
No, how come I don't want to get that right? Oh, you know what? I wrote down the whiskey for Victor Alpha. That's fine. That's funny.
Well, say good evening to everybody else on the net. And say good evening, everybody, and hope everybody's had a good day. We'll say 7-3. I'll turn it back over to you, Paul.
Very good. That was Michael. He's in Hendersonville. Kilo 4 Victor Alpha. Victor Alpha. Good signal. Steve, I heard you in there. You sound pretty good.
Well,
W2 sounded good up this one. About half I will not be doing a net this coming Friday. Going on the field trip Friday.
Oh, awesome. Everything going all right for you?
Oh, yeah. So far, so good.
Very good. You got anything else for me?
Nope. I did a personal best the other day on Simplex.
How far was it?
268 miles.
Oh, cool. I had a similar one from a guy over in, he's in Greenville, Illinois, and it was about 244 miles on 2 meters on this frequency, as a matter of fact.
Was that Sunday?
When the 21st, I'm not sure if that's the Sunday or not. I think it was. Yeah. Anyway, it worked. It was very good. He was loud as could be. Very good. That was Steve up north of Bowling Green, Kilo 4 Whiskey Kilo uniform. I had to get that straight. Anybody else first time check-in or short on time? Hey, what are you short on time now?
Yeah, I'm mobile. Sitting in the driveway.
Okay, well you're not. Well then you're stationary mobile.
Yeah, I finally got it operational about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it was a nice breakfast we had over there. You know, that's funny is I didn't realize it was that much more expensive than Golden Corral.
Yes, agreed.
Anyway, everything. Did you find anything at the Ham Fest you like?
Negative. Just wanted to exactly just trying to ask the radio check. Couldn't get anybody a while ago. Played it through the bedroom net.
Yeah, your signal's a little lower than normal because I guess you're in the car.
Yeah, I'm still playing with this thing to figure it out.
Yeah, very good. Anything else for the net, Kerry?
That's it. Thank you for doing the net. Enjoy seeing everybody this morning, and have a good evening, everybody. Take care of this.
Yep, that was Kerry, Kilo 5 Sierra, and he's in Baird's Mill. Who else is short on time or mobile or first time checking? Well, then we'll start from the north. Please come now.
WB0 and over.
See, aren't you glad you were ready for the north there, Mark?
I was ready. Sorry I missed the ham fest today, but I don't need anything else, I guess.
You know ham radio has nothing to do with need.
Well, you know, that's absolutely true.
No, it was a little slimmer. I mean, a little less traffic than in the recent past.
Yeah, well, the weather has just been pretty miserable. Last couple of days have been awful. And we had some new shrubs and stuff put in, replacing what got frozen out last year. I think they just did that Monday, so we've been having to water the heck out of them.
Oh, I'll bet. Well, hopefully we'll have some rain. I thought we were going to have some rain today, but we didn't. You didn't get any rain, did you?
No, I think it all just slid south of us.
Oh, yeah. Well, some of it went up northwest, too, because I know Clarksville got some rain. But anyway, yeah, you didn't miss much at the Ham Fest. I hate to see it get, not much traffic because it makes it next year people go, well, I'm not going to it. There's nobody there.
Yeah, well, it's too bad. That used to be a pretty busy Ham Fest years ago. And, yeah, it was nice being outside, but I don't know. With global warming, maybe it's going to have to find a new venue.
Maybe we'll just have to put a dome over that part of the park.
Yeah, that's an idea. All right, well, carry on. I'll be listening. WB0 NOO.
Very good. That was Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar in Northwest Wilson. Who else is north? Anybody else north or west?
KE4TW. KO4OTB.
Yeah, hold on, Joel. Wes got you in there. KO4. I'm sorry. KE4TWI.
Yeah, mobile stationary. I gotta get in there while I can. Sorry, I missed the breakfast. I want to get everything good here?
Yeah, I don't know. That's Shoney's, man. They, after you leave them a reasonably good tip, it's $20 to get out of there for a breakfast.
I haven't been to Shoney. Oh gosh, I don't know. George ain't still getting pushed.
Wasn't Rockefeller?
No, but say hi to happy. No, I don't think it's good. I enjoy the cooler weather. I was at Bush Hogging this morning. All right, catch you later. KE4T.
Very good. That was Wes. Kilo Echo 4 Tango. I forget what it TWI, Tango Whiskey India. I hear you in there, Joel.
Yeah, I'm here. How's it going, Paul?
Oh, it's going. I think it was hot enough to. My wife said, "Hey, we could show pictures of frying eggs on the cars." I said, "I'm pretty sure that's been done before."
Yeah, you can count on that. That's probably most of the week this week. It's been that bad. It's kind of amazing the massive heat that's over us right now. I can't believe that it's hit over 100. I think 3 days maybe this week now.
Yeah, it has really. It's been pretty brutal. But even so, the first year I came to Tennessee, it was 105, and it was in June. I don't remember what day in June it was. 105, which sounded funny to me because 36 years in Florida, it never went over 99.
No, it definitely gets hotter farther inland you go, and it's like that with most continents, I think, too. Because when I was in Alaska, it was even like that. Like if you were by the ocean, like down in Anchorage, in the wintertime, it was warmer because of the water. But farther inland you went, it got so much colder. It was unbelievable, actually.
Oh yeah, no, you're right though, because in Florida, because I lived on the coast, well, close to the coast in Tampa, I hated to go to Orlando, but Orlando would be boiling hot. Going to Disney World in July or August was like committing suicide.
I guess it's just all the concrete and just the land itself just holds so much more heat is the only thing I can figure.
It's that plus the fact that it's in the middle of the state, away from the ocean effect, which moderates the temperature quite a lot.
Yeah, you probably don't get nowhere near as much breeze, that's one thing I did notice about Florida whenever time I did go. It did seem like there was a pretty good breeze, but I didn't go to Orlando, but maybe once or twice way back in the 90s. And I tell you, it's been, oh my God, it's probably been 25 years since I've been there since.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I hate Disney World. So it's not that I hate Orlando, I hate Disney World.
Yeah, we went there in the 80s, and I remember it vaguely, but yeah, it was different. That was for sure. I mean, I was a kid, so I guess I enjoyed it for the most part. And that was back when they went to SeaWorld and all that with Shamu and all that type stuff.
Yeah, no, my problem is one of I get a little freaked out when it's not so much when children they want pictures with Mickey or Goofy or whoever. I get freaked out when I see adults do it. It's like, really?
Yeah, I know. Well, we live in I mean, nothing surprises me anymore, though.
Well, I was I'm a little bit, I'm quite a bit older than you, but because I grew up with the Mickey Mouse Club, and I mean, that was the big event because we had, maybe 2 channels at that time where I lived, and Disney was a big event on Sunday night.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. That was Disney was huge all the way up until really recently, which I guess it's still huge, but I've seen a huge decline into their audience as well lately.
Yeah, there seemed to be some pushback because why they're doing it anyway. No, it's not that I don't like Disney really. It's just I just, in fact, I when I was living there, people would always say, "Well, we're coming down to Florida. You want to go to Disney with us?" No, I mean, just get tired of it. It's just stupid. I mean, I've been there a couple of times. That's all I need. It was a long time ago, and I decided I could actually offer a service to people, and they could contract with me, and I'd take their kids to Disney so they wouldn't have to go.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing you could do. I don't, I don't know if I could do it. I just, that's a lot of kids, man. A lot of, and it's very expensive. I know some people that went not long ago, and I mean just for like a cold drink and a hot dog, it's like $25 or something.
Yeah, no, well, it's a license to steal inside any of those properties, whether it's Disney World or Six Flags Over Georgia or the Busch Gardens. They're all. I remember I went to Busch Gardens and I was making very little money at the time in 1973, I think it was. I went to Busch Gardens and to get an orange juice, and I don't remember how much it cost, but it was outrageous. It was like you said, it was like buying a little container of orange juice in an orange, a plastic orange kind of thing. I don't remember. It would be like today. It would be $10. And then it was like $2, but $2 then was what it was. But you know what I'm getting at? It's ridiculous that grand theft they got going on.
Oh yeah, Opryland was like that back in the day when we had that theme park here, but not quite as bad as that place there. I didn't realize Busch Gardens had been there that long. I went there a bunch back in like '97, '98, and that was a fun park. I had a lot of fun there. We rode, Montu and Kumba and all them. I don't know how many, 20 times a day, I guess. I don't know. It was ridiculous, but we had a big time, and I had no idea it'd been there that long. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, it was there before '73, and I don't know how long. Oh, actually, before '73, it was mostly at the gardens. No, I don't think there was any rides, and it was the beer tour, that kind of stuff. What I was going to tell you was that when they put up the ride, the Python. I don't know if you rode that, but it was a big deal. Open up this new Python ride. It goes 60 miles an hour, and it does loop to loops, and it was really something. And the original ride where they brought on the press and dignitaries for that first formal ride, cutting the red tape, whatever it was. And the guy, it was a heavy set guy from the Tampa Tribune. He got on it when the ride stopped. He was dead.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, he had a heart attack or something. It was, I guess it scared the crap out of him.
That's all right. I bet that drove up the popularity probably.
Oh yeah, people say, I want that ride, man.
The ones we rode when we were there, which at the time were the biggest and the greatest thing in the world at the time. I think they were at 75 to 80 miles an hour or something like that. Really, really quick, really high. Everything about them was just, death defying. You go on the ground on one of them, man. It was really cool.
No, Busch Gardens is fun. Don't get me wrong. I had a house that was about 4 blocks from Busch Gardens, so I could hear the rides, at night.
Oh God, I bet that was kind of loud.
No, it was okay. Busch Gardens is fine. They were really a good neighbor in the city, and they added a lot to it because Tampa obviously does not have SeaWorld and Universal Studios and Epcot and whatever else they got over there. All the stuff I hate now. But Busch Gardens was a nice reprieve from that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was. I had a big time there. I really liked Busch Gardens. That was one of the places I'd love to go back to. Which now I'm not big on roller coasters like I was then, but I don't know. I'd probably give it a shot at least once.
Oh yeah. Well, anyway, anything else for the net there, Joel?
No, that's it for me, Paul. And I guess I'll see you on the next one. KO4 OTV.
Very good. That was Joel west of Ashland City. Who else is north or west?
KG4 ILV, Jack and Donaldson.
Didn't want them. You didn't leave the house today because of the heat, and that's probably why half the people didn't show up at the Hamfest, Jack.
No, I wasn't feeling good this morning. I didn't want to pass any bugs along.
Yeah, well, now they got the big COVID scare again, so we're in trouble.
Well, that's what it is. It's a scare. It won't work on me. But anyway, thanks for doing the net, Paul. I'll see you on the next one.
I'm gonna put masks on all the dogs. Take a picture.
If you do, put it on the website.
I don't know. They probably wouldn't sit still for it. I'd have to put one on each time and then mash them all together in a Photoshop. No, it's just so man. They've made it clear that they don't work, and then it said they do work, and now they're saying it works again, and they're full of crap.
Well, hey, it came back right here at election time, didn't it?
Isn't that fun?
What a coincidence. Anyway, KG4 ILV. I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, very good. That was Jack. Kilo Golf for India Lima Victor. He's in Donaldson. Who else is west?
KC4TNQ.
Hello, Charles. Propagation's good today. Hope it's as good on 220.
Oh yeah, you're booming in here. And by the way, I'm packing up my FT991. I might have to send it back.
I'm telling you, I like the radio. Don't get me wrong, but I can't help but think it's had some issues because I've had mine in the shop 3 times.
Yeah, I noticed on the Tennessee phone net that they was hearing stations that I couldn't hear, and it was already, you could really hear very well on the 991 anyway. So I got to paying attention, and I couldn't hear some stations that the uh, control stations were hearing. So I got to do a little testing and found out it's like 2 to 5 S units lower than my 897.
Wow. Yeah, that's not good. I just noticed my SWR seems a little higher than normal. I don't know why. It's about almost 2. I'm normally not that high. Anyway, let me look here. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's a little higher than I remember seeing it. I don't know what got into it. I'll have to go out and look. Anyway, anything else for the net, Charles?
Nope, that's about it for me, Paul. Just trying to cool off from the week. It was awful hot, but thanks for being there. 7-3 to everybody, and KC4TNQ.
Yeah, very good. There was Charles in West Nashville. Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec. Who else is west?
I'm east.
Wait a minute. Who is that? But hold on. Whoever said you're east. I started with north, so you can wait. Was that Richard?
Yeah, I didn't know where you started. I got in here late. I'm sorry, but I will go ahead and check in if you'll let me.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I'll take you. You in KI4SIB and KI4SOR. I take it.
Yes, sir. And the WAPLA, K4RBQ, W4BXR, KI4ZDC, and KK4WU.
Oh boy. Expect me to write all those down probably. KK. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I got them all. But anyway, yep. Good to have you in there. Where are you guys over at the meeting?
No, we are still at the fairgrounds. I'm on the trailer, as a matter of fact, and just wanted to get in there and say hello. So y'all take care. Appreciate what you're doing. And I'll shut up and get out of your way. KI4SIB gone. Good night. 7-3.
Yeah, Philip made the breakfast and you didn't. What happened, man?
I was out here. I got here about 8 o'clock this morning, and I wanted to come over there, but I had to get things set up over here for the day.
Oh, very good. Yeah, we even started early. I got there about a little before 7. Anyway, that was Richard checking in, half the crew with the W4EAO, the group over at the fairgrounds. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fellas over there at the fairgrounds today operating the system. Anyway, who was that other station there? Please come in. I think there was another station west. Okay, I must be wrong. No, can't think that's wrong. Okay, I thought I heard somebody else in there. Anyway, from the south then. Hey, Tony. You doing all right? Well, nobody did much today, as hot as it was. Well, these are the last throes of, well, I hope it is anyway, of really hot temperatures for the summer.
Yeah, I'll go along with that. But yeah, my wife and I, she went to yogurt this morning. I went with her and I did my bike ride, my weights and all that. And I came home and I don't think I've ventured out of the house since.
Yeah, I actually worked out in my garage this afternoon at about 4:30, and the garage temperature felt like a sauna, because it's not air conditioned and it's not insulated, and it was hot. I don't know what the temperature was in there, but it was uncomfortable.
It was hot rolling.
Yeah, it was. Well, it's all good though. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't kill me. I'm not out in the sun and the real heat. I mean, it was. If I had to go do it outside in the sun, man, it'd be 100. I don't know. I wouldn't do it.
It'd be stupid hot.
Yeah. Anything else for the net tonight?
No, that's it.
Very good. KF4, KFQ. Tony in Smyrna. Who else is south? Anybody else north, south, north, west, or south?
Larry's trying to check in.
How you doing, Nick Scott?
No, I said Larry's trying to check in.
Oh, Larry. Oh, Larry. Yes. I can't hear him as well now. That's awful. KE4SYZF. Dang. KE4SYV. Larry, if you can hear me, which I guess you can. I'm sorry I can't hear you until I get my new antenna back up or fix this one. Hope everything's okay. He had lost power earlier on the earlier net, Scott. So he was only on 5 watts on the D-Star net.
He said you were barely readable, so he handed it back to Nick. So I'll go ahead and check in.
Well, all righty. We won't even call you a lollygagger today. How you doing, Scott?
Doing wonderful. How was the Hamfest today?
A little less traffic than I expected, and less people with tables than I expected.
All righty. Well, glad I didn't venture out.
Well, it wasn't what it was so bad. I saw a couple of people I hadn't seen in a long time, so it's worth the trip just for that reason alone.
Yeah, that's always a nice part of it. All right, I'll carry on. K1 is speaking.
Yeah, very good. That was Scott, the Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta in Laverne, and we had Larry checking in on a relay, Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. He is in Rockville. Who else is Sal?
Kilo India 4, November Delta, November.
Hey, David, you sound pretty good tonight.
All right, sir. You the same. Sounds good here for sure. Good evening to everybody on the net. Just 732. Thank you for what you do. KI4
Yeah, very good. That was David. He's in Radioville. KI4 and the Kilo India 4, November Delta, November. Anybody else, Sal? All right, we're going to the east.
N80NUT.
Hey, that's the new east, is it there, Carl?
Yeah, it had to be quick.
Yeah, good to have you in there. Hey, did you do, or do you get on the Fusion net?
I didn't hear anybody on Fusion Net.
No, hold on one second. Excuse me. No, Michael was sick. He emailed me earlier, or he texted me, and I didn't see it, but he was unable to do the net, so I guess nobody picked it up. And I don't have my Fusion yet back from the shop.
Okay, well that explains it. I'd have done it or whatever, but yeah, I didn't know.
No, like I said, I didn't know until after it was all was said and done. So I mean, it was anyway. He was feeling kind of poorly, I guess, and he went to bed. So I'm hoping he's all right. Anything else for the net, Carl?
Oh no, sir. Just enjoying this ducting. I talked to Knoxville for about 30 minutes last night, so that was pretty interesting. But anyways, I'll let you get on with it. N80NUT.
That was on 2 meters.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's been. I talked to that guy. You might have heard me earlier. 244 miles away over in Illinois.
Oh wow, that's
Well, yeah, he had a good better elevation than me though. He was up pretty high. I forget how tall he was. I would say he was at 100, 200 foot tower, and he was doing remote base to top it off. Not that that makes any difference, but he really sounded like he was as close as you are.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it really is. Very good. And nothing else. Okay, we already said nothing else for the night. That was November 8, November Uniform Tango. That's Carl, and he's in Franklin. Anybody else south or east?
Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, Michael and Lesnar.
Hello, Michael. Didn't make it over to the Hamfest, or didn't I see you?
No, I didn't make it over there today. We just kind of hung close to the house today. So it's cheap. I got an extra dog in the house to watch.
I got 6 extra dogs and 2 cats.
That's the crazy one I've got. She's got a lot of separation anxiety. Her parents are in Alaska.
Oh, that's separate. How big a dog is it?
It's a Labradoodle, about 30, 40 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know if tell me if she's exhibiting this trait. I babysat a dog, and I was in Florida, and all 100% tile floor in the house. That dog paced around all day, every day for about 4 or 5 days. I forget how long we had her, and her paws were sweating. Her paws. That's because they sweat through their paws. Well, they expire through their paws and their nasal passages and mouth. My house looked like it had footprints, the entire house.
That sounds a little bit like this one. We may as well call her Shadow because you can't leave a room that she don't follow you.
Well, I understand how that goes, though. Some dogs take that well, and other dogs. That was the only dog I've met who had that separation anxiety.
Yeah, we've actually got gummies for when if we have to go anywhere at all. And I know that's what my son does with her. He gives her some gummy sedatives, more or less, whenever he has to go to work. but we decided we wanted to stay around and keep her company. And it's a little too hot to get out there today.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was told you could also give them melatonin.
We've done that before too. I mean, I know my son has. But he started with the melatonin before he went to anything else.
It might not have worked very well.
She's up here in my ham shack with me right now. As a matter of fact, she followed me up here. She must have heard my voice.
Yeah, dogs are great, but that kind of behavior, it's I'm not going to say it's annoying, but it's troubling because you know they're not comfortable.
It is, and I mean, I do feel bad again for her because she also has congestive heart failure. She's 11 years old, so we're not long. You don't know how long she's going to be around. I don't want to put any more stress on her than I have to.
Oh yeah, particularly with that having that disorder, that separation anxiety must be murder on her. Anyway, sorry to hear about that, Michael. Anything else for the net?
No, not at all. Just wanted to check in, see how everything was going on.
All right, very good. I hope it's going okay. That's Whiskey Alpha 5 Romeo India Papa in 11. His name is Michael. Who else is east?
Okay, I'm for you.
Hey, it was good to see you this morning, Stan.
Good to see you, Paul, and thanks for bringing me the manual.
Oh yeah, no big deal. It was in the car. I had to bring it with me. It's not like I took it out and made copies and I'm selling them. No, it's so you didn't start anything yet, did you, on the checking out the radio?
Well, I have it powered up, but I haven't seen if it puts out any power yet or not.
Well, that'll be interesting and fun to see how that works out.
Yeah, it's work in progress.
How much power does that have out on that machine?
I think it puts out 150 watts AM.
Wow, that's quite a bit on AM, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. I think it puts out 200 PEP on sideband.
Wow, that's awesome. And I guess that shouldn't surprise me since it's on sideband. It would be much more power out.
Yep. I hope it's a good buy.
Well, even if it isn't perfect, it probably is fixable, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so, Paul.
Yeah, very good. You didn't buy anything else today?
No, I didn't buy anything.
Very good. All right, that was Stan. Kilo Mike for Hotel Quebec Echo. He bought I don't know, probably a 60, 70-year-old Johnson AM transmitter when he was at Huntsville, and hoping it works out all right. He wasn't able to test it at Huntsville, so it's kind of a sight unseen kind of thing. Buyer beware. Anyway, I hope it works out good too. Who else is and he's obviously in Lebanon, or not obviously, but he's in Lebanon. Who else is east?
Kilo India 4 Zulu Delta Golf ULT.
Hold on 1 second. Kilo India 4 Zulu Delta Golf. How are you today?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Very good. I had a decent. It was fun being over at the Hamfest, even though it was lightly attended. But it was fun seeing some people I hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah, me and my son went out there. We got there right at 8. He didn't want to get up too early and get breakfast. He wanted to sleep in. So we went out there and just breezed through real quick. I had to get back over to the Hermitage for cross country meet this morning. But yeah, I remember a few years ago, I guess right after I took my test there. They used to have a ham fest out here in Gladeville at the community center, and then it kind of went away like a year or two after I got my license. I don't know if that's the one that moved out there to Cedar Forest or not.
I don't know. I didn't know there was one there at one time. Maybe it was. I don't think so though, because I've been hearing since I've been here that Hamfest has been there like decades.
It probably has. I just I got my license. I was looking for a place to take my my test at, and that's where they had the testing was at that Hamfest at that location. But gosh, it's been. I mean, I've renewed my license since then. I can't remember how long I've had my license now. I guess probably 15, 16 years, something like that. Yeah, so I don't know what happened to that one. That was a pretty good little Hamfest there in the community center.
Oh, I bet it was. Yeah, it was. Being inside helps too.
I will say though, I guess a couple weeks ago, the week before the Huntsville, I didn't make it to the Huntsville Ham Fest, but I stopped at a little ham fest up in Cave City, Kentucky, on my way up to Indianapolis, and they that one was it was a little bit smaller than the one out there in Lebanon this morning.
Oh yeah, I'm told that's a nice one to go to though. Yeah, you're right. It would be about. See, my original call was Kilo in KI4 KZX. That's what it was, and that was 18 years ago.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, if you get your original call, it's you kind of gauge when somebody got their license.
Yeah, it is funny because here we are now. We're on. I don't know, KPQ. OPQ. Now, yeah, because we passed Oscar and Papa, and the Kilo Oscar, Kilo Papa, and now we're in Quebec, Kilo Quebec.
But anyway, yeah, I've been on the hunt for just a push-up pole or some sort of a tower. I'd like to get a vertical antenna up here and get off this, get out of the attic, and just been trying to find something locally instead of having to order something.
Yeah, I'm with you. I have how big a push-up pole you looking for?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, maybe 30 foot or something like that. I'm in a neighborhood and we got a homeowner association, but I'm gonna be a little fast and loose and just kind of put it up behind the house. And like I said, we've got pretty tall roof, and if I put it, I'm hoping nobody can see it from the street, and I can just put it up back here.
Even if they see it, they probably wouldn't even notice it. Most people do not notice those things unless it's in their face. Most people don't even look at know what's on people's roof. They don't even look at it to see if they wouldn't. If you asked 100 people if they saw any TV antennas on people's roof, I don't know. They would not know. 99 out of 100 would not know. Maybe 100 out of 100 wouldn't know, unless they were hams.
True, yeah. But yeah, I mean, what do you have?
Well, I have at least one, or I have one. It's it'll extend up to 20 foot. It's not really made for ham radio. It's aluminum, and they twist the log. They just twist the pieces together, and it works pretty good. I mean, but it's kind of lightweight. I mean, it needs some support. And you're welcome to come over and look at it.
Yeah, I may do that. Is your email and everything's on the website? I'll just grab that and shoot you an email this week.
Okay, that'd be great. Very good. Anything else on that, Kevin?
No, sir. Have a good night. Appreciate you. Sorry I missed you out there at the Ham Fest today.
Yeah, I got there about 8. No, I got there almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah. I figured we breezed through right there when it first started, and I figured we'd miss a lot of people.
That must have been blistering hot at the cross country.
It was pretty warm lately. I heard that someone passed out on the course. I know one of the little girls at my daughter's school. She came back and she had to sit down and she needed some attention, just get some fluids in her and get her cooled down and everything like that. But yeah, they bumped everything up a little bit earlier just to try to get the race in before it got too hot out there. But yeah, everybody was trying to be a little extra cautious and attend to everybody.
Yeah, it'd be rough. I used to like. I never raced it. I wasn't built for that. But when I was in high school, college, I had close friends who ran cross country. They all weighed about 120 pounds soaking wet.
Oh yeah, little skinny fellas and girls. So yeah, my daughter, she's a little wiry thing.
It's true. Yeah, I had a silly experience. I want to tell you, but there's one friend of mine, and he was really a good cross country runner. And he was, I was at the time, the same height I am now, about 6 foot, almost 6'2.5". And at the time, I weighed about 185, 190. And he weighed probably, like I said, 125 pounds soaking wet. And we happened to be both in a men's room at a hotel where there was some function. And I was standing there combing my hair, and he walked up to the mirror and started washing his hands. And I looked at him, and I looked at me, and I go, I didn't think he was small because he was like 5'7", 120 pounds. I thought, man, you look like a monster. I look like the Jolly Green Giant next to my friends.
Yeah, that's I don't know if I've ever had that experience like that, but I can see that happening.
No, it's funny because even as I go through my pictures, I don't think of myself as a real big guy. I just don't, even though I am. Right now, I'm probably about 235 or 240. But I never think of myself as being big. But in relation to the general public, other men, most men aren't this big unless they're just overweight. I mean, but they're not usually as tall. It's just amazing how many. And I get in group pictures, and you go, I look like, man, I need to like squat down or something. I look too big.
Yeah, you are. I don't know how tall. You're well over 6 feet, aren't you?
Well, just 6'2.5". Yeah, but I also like my mother used to say, he's big bone. Yeah, because I weigh about, like I said, about 235 or so, 240.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Well, that's right. Well, I'm not. I'm still in a kind of a weight loss situation. I'm trying to get my weight down another 10 pounds or so. Just it feels good though, because I was weighing when I started 2.5 years ago. I started at 286.
Oh well, yeah, that's good. Good work.
Well, it's like anything you want. It takes determination, uh, and diligence, and discipline to lose weight. It is not. That's why there's so many people who fail at it. It takes a lot of discipline.
Oh yeah, self-discipline is huge with anything, honestly.
Well, it was like when I quit smoking. I did that 89. And the little course I went through, a little paid course, they said, quitting smoking technically is easy because you don't have to smoke to live. Dieting is hard because you have to still eat, even though you're trying to lose weight. So quitting smoking, yeah, that's a breeze. Because again, you're just killing yourself with that stuff.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway, anything else for the net, Kevin?
No, sir. Have a good night.
Very good. That was Kevin. KI4 Zulu Delta Golf, and he's here in over in Glade. Anybody else east or anywhere? Please come down.
KO4ULT.
KO4ULT. How are you doing, Rick?
Doing pretty good, Paul. Missed seeing you at Huntsville. I never did see you. Look for you.
Oh, really? Well, it's a big place. Sorry I missed you, but that's okay. So, well, is it still hot? Is it hot up where you are?
Say again?
Has it been real hot? Also, it has to be just as hot there. It's maybe hotter up there than it is here.
Oh yeah, but I've been at work all day. I had to work this whole weekend, so I got to go back in tomorrow. It's hot there too.
Oh boy, I'd hate to be either. Well, it's funny. I worked construction in Florida, and it was sunny and hot, during the summer, and you get used to it. If you're working it, you get used to it. So I'd say that I'd struggle if I was a farmer or a construction worker, but even then, you get used to it. You really do.
Absolutely. Yeah, I remember back in the days, in the hay fields and the back patches, all that stuff. You worked it, and it didn't seem to hurt you none. But now anymore, I mean, they don't want you out in the heat to do nothing.
Well, the fact is that now that I'm older, I don't take it so well as I used to.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm telling you, back when I was a young boy down in the tobacco patch with my granddaddy, he was in his 70s, and boy, he'd get on with it. He'd run off and leave you.
Well, that's one of the things that's funny with people who do those kind of things their whole life. They'll do it till they drop, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah, they do. Yeah, they sure do. Anyway, I don't have anything for net, Paul, but did want to reach out to you. Of course, I had to work today, so I wasn't able to go to Cedar Forest Fest, but anyway, wanted to. Wife went. She hung out there a while, but it got too hot for her, and she said, I'm going to the house. So it was a good day, though. Had a good day at work, and hopefully have a good day tomorrow. Hope you have a good evening, good day tomorrow, and we'll talk to you soon. Back to Neck Troves, for ULT, we're clear.
Yeah, very good. That was Ricky in, he's northeast of Hartsville. That's Kilo Oscar 4 Uniform Lima Tango, with a good signal too. Really good signal tonight. Who else is anywhere, any place, anywhere?
KG for him, I think.
Hey, there you go. How you doing? Good to see you today there, Kevin.
Yeah, it was nice seeing you again, Paul. I seen you in a good little face tonight. It was nice seeing you, shaking your hand. I saw a few people out there today. But, talked to Philip. I think Eddie out there, a couple other people. We think we try to stay a little bit longer to sit around and talk a little bit, see what was happening.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. It really is. That's one of the reasons that when I said that, it wasn't as big as it was in recent, it's a little smaller than it has been, probably due to the heat, I guess. I don't really know, but it's still worthwhile when I get to talk to some people I haven't seen. It's great.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, well, I don't want to tie you up. I'm sure you. Well, I heard you at the end. I tried to wait for the end to get in. Try to catch up with her. Mess with anybody you're ready.
Yeah, very good. That was Kevin, Kilo Golf 4, Mike India Zulu. He's over in Lebanon near Cumberland University. Anybody else, any place, anywhere?
Gila, Quebec for India X-ray Ocean Q4 SEG.
I heard FEG. Hold on one second, because I think I heard Alex in there.
Yeah, it's Alex. Gila, Quebec for India X-ray Oscar.
Yeah, very good. How are you doing, Alex?
I am doing all right, just hanging around power my station, hearing you guys.
Yeah, well, you're doing a good job. Well, you're not that far from me, really. Maybe 5 or 6 miles, perhaps.
Yeah, that's a pretty question around me.
Yeah, no, you got a big signal in here to me. You didn't make any of the Hamfests around here?
What's up?
You didn't make it to any of the Hamfests, like at Wilson over there in Lebanon, or the one at Cedars of Lebanon or Huntsville?
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, very good. Anything good for the net?
No, just hanging around and listening to you guys.
Okay, very good. That was Alex, Kilo Quebec 4, India X-ray Oscar, and he's in North Mount Juliet. I heard it was at FEG was checking in.
Kilo Quebec 4, Foxtrot Echo Golf, Kevin and Bethpage.
Very good, Kevin. I got you. Yeah, Bethpage. Good location.
Yeah, I'm pretty fond of it.
Yeah, very good. Anything good going on your end of the earth?
I don't know. Just went to breakfast with some guys this morning and went over to Cedars and came back. My wife's coming back tomorrow, so I guess I need to get up and clean the house a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. My wife took off for a few days, a couple of times this year. And when she takes off, I feel like I can do whatever I want to do. And then the day before she comes back, I go, man, I better get something done in the house.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get up, turn the TV off. I've been watching too many sports today, so I haven't been here too much, so I haven't really dirtied it up. But still, I'd rather it look better than when she left.
Did you watch any Daytona 500 today?
Oh, I can't get into racing. I've tried. My dad's all into it, but I just can't do it.
No, I've never really been into it, but I find it interesting, and I didn't really even realize until last night that the 500 was going on today.
I had no earthly idea, so you just told me.
Well, football's on, so you got that.
Well, I'm watching international football.
Oh, are you really? You like soccer, do you?
Yeah, I don't watch a whole lot of. I definitely don't watch the NFL. I watch a little bit of college football, but watch a lot of international soccer.
Oh yeah, no, I always thought soccer was horrible until I had my 2 oldest boys got involved in soccer back in the 70s, and I got an appreciation for the sport. And then we had part of the original North American Soccer League. We had a team in Tampa that was very good, and they were fun to go watch. So I went to a lot of games and saw a lot of great players and learned a lot about the sport. Just a great sport.
Yeah, it's kind of like baseball. I mean, if you don't know what's going on in baseball, it's very slow and it seems boring, but it's really not. But soccer's kind of the same way. And American soccer sucks. So if you're watching that, you're probably really going to hate it.
No, what I do for enjoyment, not all the time, about once every couple of weeks, I'll get a notion and I'll just start picking out soccer highlights from around the world. You know, they're on YouTube. So exciting to watch the really good guys from Europe and from South America.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I never played it. I went to a small school and we got a soccer team my freshman year, and I played 3 years. Didn't know a whole lot about it, but I loved it. So.
Yeah, no, it's a good sport. It's not for everybody, but it's the reason soccer is horrible to a lot of people because it's almost like watching chess, because you can have a game go for 90 minutes and there'll be no score.
Yeah, but baseball's the same way. I mean, I don't know. But I won't get into it on the air. Maybe we can sit down and have a drink sometime and talk about it. But I'll just leave it off for now. I'm sure there's not too many people on the air that really care for soccer anyway. But I'll let you get back to it. Get a couple more people checking in. It was good talking to you. It was good seeing you Saturday. And I'll talk to you next time. KQ4 FEG.
Yeah, very good. That's Kevin, Kilo Quebec 4, Foxtrot, Echo Golf. Yeah, by the way, the reason soccer is fun to watch, once you have an appreciation for the sport, it's kind of like baseball. Baseball is boring if you don't appreciate the finer points of the game. In fact, football is boring if you're not used to the finer points of the game and the strategies. And that's what I enjoyed about soccer was once you can appreciate how skillful those people are ball handling. It's unbelievable, really. It's like magic the way a lot of the players play. Anyway, who else is any place anyway?
K1 JTB, John in Brentwood, Tennessee.
Wow, John, I haven't heard from you. I was thinking about you today.
Yeah, Roger, I used to have a lot more time on the radio, but lots of changes at work. So you and I are both sales guys, and unfortunately, my main account, he retired last week. So I've been playing the super runaround game. Go ahead.
A lot of cold calls, huh?
Not so much cold calls, just a lot of covering for other people. So it's just a different name of the game right now for me, man.
Oh, yeah. I still miss it, though. Sales is a great challenge for people.
Yeah, roger that. And if you ain't hitting nobody, it ain't sports. That's all I got.
Well, I have seen, I'll give you 2 incidences that stand out to me. Well, 3. I'll give you 3. One was, you know how when they get a free kick, like from the sidelines, where the guy can actually he's trying to get a shot right on goal, and there'll be one defender in his way, so to speak. Well, and they usually stand about maybe 10 yards away, just trying to deflect the ball when he kicks it. And they can't get any closer. I don't know what the rule is, and I don't remember. But anyway, as the guy hit the ball, he jumped up to try to give it a head to deflect the ball. And he misjudged, and the guy hitting the ball misjudged simultaneously somehow. That ball at 100 miles an hour smacked him square on his nose and forehead. He never played soccer again because of some kind of brain disruption, electrical disruption of brain. Another one was 2 guys went up for a header, jumping high up in the air to try to do a deflection at the soccer goal mouth. The one guy came down as the other guy was coming up. He shattered his entire face orbit on his one eye. He didn't play for another season. And another guy, when he got ticked off at a player who roughed him up on the field, he hauled off without any warning and kicked the guy squarely in the place that he shouldn't have been kicked. That was a good incident.
That's what happens when men play women's sports.
It was, but he had to come. But anyway, no, soccer is a cool sport. It's just you have to, again, if you don't like the game or you don't appreciate it, it doesn't really matter. I mean, there's people who like sports I can't stand, like lacrosse, but that's just me.
I'm just giving you down the road. I played lacrosse. Nothing like hitting somebody with a metal stick, but yeah, no, I'm just giving you a hard time, and to the other guy too. My little boy plays soccer and he loves it, and he's 2.5. So yeah, of course we play soccer in this family, but he's in like soccer shots or whatever. So it's mostly just a bunch of kids running around picking flowers, wearing jerseys, but they think they're doing something. And hey, if that's fun, then it's fun.
I tell you, at those lower ages, 2.5, 3, 4, 5, playing soccer, it's like watching a mob scene. They're all trying to get at the ball simultaneously.
Yeah, they all want the ball, and most of them are just picking it up and running away with it. So, we'll get there eventually, but the whole kicking the soccer ball, we ain't even got there yet. But either way, all sports are good for all people. It's just exercise and something to do. And if it gets you out of the house, it gets you out of the house.
No, it's all good. I joke about some sport. Even I haven't watched a whole lot of professional football in years. I will watch replays. I'll watch, if somebody tells me it's a good game, I'll go watch some of the replays, and it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but I've been watching football for about 60 something years, and it's not that it gets boring. It's repetitive. I enjoy the skill level. It just gets repetitive.
I'll tell you, if you want to have a good time, turn on professional bowling on ESPN, and it is hilarious. But that's all I got for the net. K1JTB, back to you.
When I was, you see, you're much younger than me, but when I was a kid, there was bowling on every weekend. It was bowling for prizes, bowling for appliances, bowling. It was awesome. Well, then, now you can't find a professional bowler. Anyway, that was John in Brentwood, Kilo 1, Juliet Tango Bravo. Anybody else? Any place, anywhere? Any place, anywhere. All right. How about lollygaggers, sandbaggers, lurkers in that particular realm of things? Nothing. We got no lollygaggers or anyway. We'll skip all that. All right. If that's it, we had 29 total check-ins. Some of those were bulk check-ins from the fairgrounds. The group over there had half a dozen guys over there at the fairgrounds checking in simultaneously. So we had a grand total of 25, actually 30 check-ins. So nice number. Again, numbers aren't important. I'm just glad everybody checks in. We do provide more of a service than we do just checking in, unless you like listening to me. But it's a service to those who understand better how their antennas and their stations are working, depending upon where they are in relationship to me and where they are in relationship to you. So when you check in from different locations around the area, they're getting a good handle of who they can hear and why. You try to figure out why they can't hear you better. Anyway, the answer is always better antenna and get it higher and higher and higher. Anyway, I'm moving right over to 144.240 unless I get a complaint. Okay, 144.240 it is. I'll sketch you guys there. I'm at K4 for you. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 144.240. Who we got from the, where did I start last time? From the north, please come now. Anybody from the north or west?
WV0 NOL.
Yeah, all right, Mark, sound good. A little bit noisy. Is it noisy to you?
Yeah, a little. I think it's conditions, though.
Yeah, no, I think it is too. That's why I just noticed that. Anyways, Mark in Northwest Wilson. Who else is north or west?
KG4 ILD, Jack and Donaldson.
Are you hearing that same buzzing I am?
Yes, I am.
Okay, very good. Jack and Donaldson hearing the buzz. KG4ILV. Who else is west?
KG4 TNQ.
Yeah, Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec in West Nashville. You sound good. You hearing that same noise?
No, I'm just hearing static. That is a pretty good signal. Sound like you're a little off frequency, though.
I probably am. It shows me I'm 212. Hold on one second. Is that a little better? K4 PEW. Did I get better or worse?
You were low. I think you're low.
All right, wait a minute. Hold on one second. How is that? Is that good right there?
Hang on. You sound like
All right, this is K4PEW 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good.
Somebody said I'm good.
Got about 240.25 on mine.
All right, I'm going to go right there and stay there. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. Appreciate your help on that, Charles. Who else is west? Anybody else west or south? West or south, please come down.
Oh,
Ah, very good. You sound pretty good there, Scott. Scott in Laverne, Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. Who else is west or south? All right, over the east.
Hey, I'm HK.
Ah, you sound really gangbusters in there tonight there, Stan.
Thanks, Paul.
Very good. That was Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo in Lebanon. Who else is east? East or north or anywhere? Hey, got you in there good solid there, Kevin. Very good. That was Kevin, Kilo Golf 4 Mike India Zulu. Who else is any place anywhere? All righty, we had a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in there, I think. Is there anybody else? Last chance for check-in?
KI4ZDG.
Ah, KI4ZDG. Very good. Got you in there. Where am I? That's Kevin, isn't it? Very good. Got you in there. It's KI4 Zulu Golf. Zulu Delta Golf. Did I get that right? Yeah, it's Zulu Delta Golf. Sorry about that, Kevin. That was Kevin here in Gladeville. Anybody else? Please come now. We had a grand total of 8. No more check-ins? All right, then we're going to go over to 50.135. We'll see you there. K4PEW. This is Kilo 4, Papa Echo Whiskey, Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Looking for check-ins on 6 meters. Please come from the north. North or west? North or west? Please come now. I'm having an SWR problem again. North or west? Please come now.
KO4OTV.
All right, I heard Jack and Donaldson. I heard Joel over there in West Ashland City. I got both of those. Anybody else west? Is there anybody else west? Please come now. All right, I got you in there, Charles. A little weak, but I got you in there. Kilo Charlie, Kilo Golf for Tango November, Quebec. Got you in there. Oddly, the tuner doesn't want to seem to hold its place here, but I'm going to try some more. Anybody else west or south? West, south, or east? There's somebody there. I can't hear them. Do I have a relay? Any place, anywhere? Please come down. Any place, anywhere.
WB0 and over.
All right, got you in there, Mark. Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar Oscar. Anybody else? KM4HQE, got you in there too, Stan. Anybody else on 6 meters? Anybody? All right, I think we got it. We had, I don't know the number, but I'm going to leave it at that. I think there was 8 of us in there. 1, 2, 3, well, 7, I think. Anyway, I'm going over to, where was it? I'm going over to 223, so that's where we're going. We finished 6 meters, and thanks for everybody who checked in. K4PEW. K4PEW. Oh, this Cavalcade's going to kill me, Jack. No, really, it's just when you have 7 nets in one night. Well, I didn't do them all. I don't do 2 of them, so that's somewhat of a break. Who else out there? WB0 got you in there. You sound good, Mark. Mine was having the same problem. Well, I was working a week or 2 ago. Somebody, I don't remember, I think it was Wes. He said, "Hey, Kevin, you want to do 6 meters FM?" I said, "Sure." And I was using 100 watts, and the tuner did not like it. There was wisps of smoke coming out of my tuner. Oh man, that's not good. Never get to let the smoke out. I don't think it let out enough though, because it still functions. It just wasn't. Just some of it got out. I've got grandson here, so I'm gonna go pay attention to the kid before he has to go. Sounds good. Good to have you in there, Mark. That's Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar Oscar. Who else in there? Anybody else on 223, 415? Got nobody besides me, Jack, and Mark? Sorry about that. I actually got off the right channel there, the right frequency, the right frequency. Anyway, looking for somebody besides me, Jack, and Mark. Charles in there. He was trying to talk to somebody else. All right, TNQ. You still there, Charles? Oh, yeah. I'm just sitting back listening. Okay, very good. I actually got off somehow hit the dial and bumped it over to the wrong frequency. Anyway, it was Charles, Kilo Golf 4 Tango November, Quebec. I think I have that right. No, it's Kilo Charlie. Yeah, it's Kilo Charlie, not Kilo Golf. Can't read my writing here. All right, anybody else? Yeah, very good, Stan. You sound good. Charles, can you hear Stan from your location? Ah, very good. I think you can hear him. Can't you, Stan? Okay, he can hear you though. It's a little not a big signal, but he can hear you over there on the West Nashville. Cool. All right. Anybody else who want to check into the net? We got a whopping 5 people. It's not much of a cavalcade if there's only 5 of us. Say that again. You had it done in an hour and 10 minutes. Oh, I know. No, it was a good. I think it was a good net, but that's just me. Well, we got 5. Anybody else out there? Did I hear somebody else trying to break in? No, I guess I did. Man, it's hard to break that 5 number. You know that, Joe. Well, we've had more than 5. It's just they're not all here at the same time. Yeah, no, and Michael's he's sick. Well, he said he didn't feel good. And, I guess he went to one ham fest too many this morning. I'm telling you, it was funny that I had forgotten. I knew Shoney's was more expensive, but I didn't realize it until today. They arbitrarily put a 15% tip on your card, on your bill, and you pay as you go out. And so, without additional tip, if you wanted to, she was very good waitress. It was like 18.50 or $19. I think it was 18.50.
Yeah, it's mostly trying to fix this out.
There was one point they tried to give us the bums rush that day, but they said, "Hey, you guys are here a long time." And they said, "I'm thinking, oh, get out, get over yourself."
I was thinking that was the place.
No, the place that really kicked us out was that place over there on north of 70 there. That I forgot the name of it now.
I think kicked that a better place than that.
Yeah, well, again, it's just I understand what their point is, but I mean, it's Shoney's it has no business telling anybody that they're taking too long because they got lots of table.
Yeah, that was just weird.
Well, that was difficult because I don't think he had enough staff to handle what he had.
It's not like we were just sitting in there freeloading.
No, I know. They were trying to, like he said, you got to turn over the tables. And I'm going, well, yeah, but now you pissed off 12 people.
That will never come back.
I haven't been back since.
And Jesus.
I mean, it wasn't. What is the name of Flat Tire Diner? Was that the name?
I think that was it.
Yeah, I just recall what it was. I'm surprised I remember. No, I wouldn't mind going back. He actually did. Whoever the cook was doing a superb job with eggs. A lot of people, you make eggs over easy, and they're not necessarily done right. His were perfect.
I wonder if that place is still open.
I don't know. I guess I got to find out. I know it was very popular for at least for a while.
But a lot of those places went under during the pandemic.
I'm trying to remember. That was after the pandemic, wasn't it? No, neither do I.
Oh, my memory's going.
Get out of there! I forgot to shut down the net. I'm swearing at the door.
Hey, Bob, I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when you sent your radio back, what did you send back with it? Was it a microphone and a power cord or just the radio?
No, just the radio.